But feeling good because, you know, saying the Dallas Mavericks won. Yo, this is inside San Francisco open air drug, huh? Niggas getting delivered by air? Tommy G. Yo, what's up with San Francisco be the #1 drug? Like, what's up with San Francisco, bro? Like, is niggas not getting stopped? Where are the cops? Fuck it, nigga. Batman not doing his justice in New York. Batman, Spider-Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they not doing justice in New York. They need to come down to San Francisco. Fuck it. Nigga, San Francisco moving like they got the Joker.
If we wanted to buy fentanyl, how easy would it be to find around here?
It's easy.
The homeless pooping, that's like inevitable down here. You're gonna see that every 5 feet type.
Very rare footage.
I ain't never seen this shit before.
San Francisco's Tenderloin
Nigga, you
neighborhood
just
is
walking,
at the
you might
heart
step
of the
in some
narrative
poop.
about the city. Drugs, homelessness, crime.
See you later? Warm that butt for me, huh? What you mean warm my butt for you, huh?
Gentlemen, we're in San Francisco, an open-air drug market of the Tenderloin. Here to show you the fentanyl crisis and what's going on.
But can we actually take a moment and actually realize and like actually understand how the fuck do Tommy G be making all these connections? Like, can we actually talk about this? Can we actually
That's
talk
one of the
about
things this place is famous for. Yasmin found the first human shit, and right behind us someone is lighting a pipe or something. San Francisco is home to a notoriously gritty neighborhood called the Tenderloin. It's a place where people regularly smoke fentanyl, commit robberies, and poop in public all in broad daylight. It is home to
I'll be so mad, bro. I'll be so mad, bro. I'm just trying to do my job, nigga.
Robbery,
Hold on, wait. I'm just trying to do my job and mop the floors, bro. You telling me a nigga is gonna take a shit? I'm not,
all in broad daylight. It is home to an open-air drug market. And
bro, you got me fucked up, bro. I'm sorry.
You
got me fucked up, bro.
Shootings, murders, robberies, and assaults are the words you frequently find
I quit
in
on that day.
About this area. It's sort of a Wild West place where criminals run the streets, and it's gotten so bad that on March 14th of 2024, citizens and business owners banded together to sue the city of San Francisco because, and I quote, residents are terrified to leave their homes and businesses are unable to recruit staff. This is because if you walk yourself to work in the Tenderloin, it's almost certain that you will encounter people smoking fentanyl and injecting heroin. It's not uncommon to see naked homeless guys pooping and masturbating in front of you. And while you are at your job, you will need to be alert on whether the person entering your store will be stealing from you or trying to use the company's money to do drugs. It's a scary and filthy place, and it's also a very sad.
I know who should really be scared is the pharmacies, nigga. Now them niggas should be scared as fuck, cause I'm not gonna lie. Nigga, imagine you working at a pharmacy in San Francisco and like all you see is 20 crackheads or 20 cokeheads or homeless people just running in your store trying to get your fit, nigga. Like all them niggas banging on the door like some zombies trying to get some shit. Nigga, I'll cry.
Because you have thousands of people living in absolute misery and turmoil. People that could be living up to their potential, but for some reason aren't. It's a huge problem with no end in sight. So the question is, what do you do about this? People on the right side of the political spectrum believe the solution involves more police, being tougher on crime, and moving the homeless people out of the area. But where do these people go? People on the left take what they view as more of a humanitarian approach. They look at drug addiction as an illness, and they believe the best way to help the problem is to invest into things like clean needles and pipes in an effort to prevent disease spreading, and also to provide housing.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, provide some housing and like, you know what I'm saying?
Resources for the people.
Like, help them.
Today, we show you one of America's worst neighborhoods. We examine
but San Francisco, they basically like, fuck them.
We show you what happens here on a daily basis, and we talk about what could be done to improve this area. Let's hit the streets.
Quick announcement,
we've restocked the hoodies. Big Dogs Gotta Eat. We got them in the black.
Big Dog Gotta
Eat. They're jumping off the shelves. Get yours while supply lasts. TommyGMcGee.com. Thank you.
Dirty promotion. Told you, Tommy G is one of those niggas. Hey, I'll gladly let Tommy G promote whatever he wants. Who rapping? Who rapping? I might need to add that.
It is November 15th, 2023 as of filming this video, and we are in San Francisco to explore the Tenderloin, which is the open-air drug market. Let's give you a little background on the history of the Tenderloin. This section of the city earned its name after the higher quality cut of meat, beef tenderloins. And this was because police officers in the early 1900s would be able to afford beef tenderloins because of all the bribes they accepted due to ignoring illicit activity in the area. The bribes really kicked in when California passed the Red Light Abatement Act in 1914. This meant that other areas got more heavily policed, and that due to the Tenderloin's reputation for lax lacked policing, many of those criminals came to the Tenderloin to set up shop in the area. So
Okay.
law enforcement looking the other way has long been part of this neighborhood's history. This area is particularly diverse, and some of this is due to the migration that followed after the Vietnam War. A significant number of people came from Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia and moved to the area due to its affordability. Now, as
Okay.
far as housing goes in the Tenderloin, something notable is 25% of the housing stock is owned by nonprofits. This means a lot of the housing is halfway houses, homeless shelters, and recovery centers. And nonprofits do this in order to help the homeless community. A 2022 report estimated that 3,800 homeless people call this place home on any given night. And part of the
Okay.
reason homeless people love places like San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Phoenix is
Because you
simply
can low-key do drugs for free.
because of the nice weather that allows them
Oh.
to be outside year-round. So to summarize, the Tenderloin's troublesome predicament is nothing new, and this place has been plagued by drugs and crime for over 100 years. Arguably the human poo capital of America.
I didn't mean to say
They
that.
even apparently have an app here in San Francisco that tracks where human poo is so you don't step in it on the street.
Okay, now.
That is fucking insane. I'm sorry, bro. A whole app dedicated to where poop is at, to track poop, to let you know don't walk on this street because there's human shit. Yo, I'm sorry, bro. San Francisco, you gotta step your game up, nigga. This is insane.
14,597 calls about piles of poop.
Nigga, 14,000 calls?
Civic Center. It's pretty grim.
The Poop Patrol will have a staff of 6 and 2
Nigga, the poop patrol? I'm sorry, bro. Listen, I'm with cleaning up the environment, but I'm sorry, nigga. If you ever call me by poop patrol, nigga, I'm not cleaning up no more poop, nigga. Niggas patrolling poop.
trucks for a cost of
I
about
respect it, though.
$750,000.
It's gonna be an interesting
50,000?
week to film.
Oh yeah, nigga, I'm poop patrol. Call me poop patrol all you want, nigga.
Because Chinese leader Xi Jinping,
I
among
ain't gonna
other
lie.
Asian leaders, are in town meeting with Biden, Kamala Harris. We filmed this episode in November of 2023. During this time, San Francisco was hosting the annual meeting for APEC, or the Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation. APEC promotes free trade and economic development among the nations that are members. And I can understand why the United States would want to clean up the streets to welcome our foreign guests to town, but here are two
But why would
questions
you
that
use
come
San
to mind.
Francisco for
One,
that,
as
though?
it is largely Chinese fentanyl flooding the San Francisco streets, should not Chinese leader Xi Jinping see the effects of his country's export? And two, why is it that we can clean the streets up for foreign leaders, but we can't clean up the streets for the American taxpayer that lives there and funds the cleanup in the first place? It appears that the Tenderloin has been altered a little bit. It's gotten a little bit of a clean image so that dear leader Xi Jinping doesn't see how crazy it really is. But we're gonna give you a picture of what it's like in San Francisco's open-air drug
W.
market,
Tommy
the
G.
Tenderloin. Let's begin.
W. Tommy G.
Right now what you're seeing is a lot of handsome Asian gentlemen walking around San Francisco, and from what I'm gathering from locals, San Francisco did not look like this only a week ago. They kind of cleaned a lot up.
Trash are what some people in the
Damn,
Tenderloin
nigga, they was trying to, nigga, you know how they say was trying to investigate shit? Hey, nigga, you gotta clean this shit.
have learned to live with day in and
Bro, why? Okay, but they should let the niggas know, like, okay, they said fentanyl is Chinese manufactured. Nigga, why don't you let them know what the shit is doing? If them niggas is like, if they looking like, okay, you know what? From my perspective, I'm like, say like if I'm with the Chinese group, from my perspective, going to the United States, and I'm looking at people using, you know what I'm saying, our manufactured fentanyl, nigga, everything look good, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's having problems, nobody's having troubles, nothing like, all right, bet, let's keep making this shit. Like, yo, why? Yo, I ain't lied, the government moving walkie.
day out.
Well, over the week of September 22nd, city crews collected more than 36,000 pounds of it in the Tenderloin. That's more than 18 tons.
They getting paid
and that's
good, though.
only what Public Works crews hauled away. It doesn't even include what was picked up by the CBD or Urban Alchemy. And it's just one average week. The trash never stops.
This guy looks like Secret
Average
Service.
week.
Holy shit, look, riot police. What is cooking up today, huh? I thought there was gonna be a video about fentanyl and homelessness and drug addiction, but it looks like it might be interspersed with a little bit more. Are we protected from bippers here?
Don't leave your valuables with you
Okay.
because like they would entice them to break it. But then I'm here until 5:30.
Okay, and if you need help fighting them off, call us too, okay?
Okay.
San Francisco
Okay,
is
no,
famous
tell
for
me.
being one of the more lawless places in America, but because all the foreign leaders are in town, we're putting up a pretty strong show of force. I don't know if it's going to be an entirely accurate picture of what it's like day to day, but look, as you can see. police and law enforcement and whatnot. These guys are zooted and booted and ready to rumble, so I'm guessing there's gonna be some clashes today. We're gonna go meet with some of our contacts, guys that can really show us what this thing's about.
Okay.
That's what this channel is about, getting inside access to places most people don't, so we can bring you the real, honest, raw truth. I have a feeling it's gonna be a little harder today for people to sell fentanyl with all these law enforcement in town. Can we go through this way, go around? So something that I think is always interesting about when you find like homeless camps and really bad drug issues.
Wait, what was that nigga holding?
So something that... Can we go through this way, go around?
You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm not a judgmental nigga, but is that scissors in this nigga shit? They gave this nigga a buckshot, like an air shotgun? Or they just made it orange so it's like, it's clear to see, yo, I got a shotgun, I'm gonna bust your ass. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if he can handle that gun. Like, you know that scene in that scene in Die Hard, not Die Hard. What's that scene with with Kevin Hart and Ice Cube? When Kevin Hart shot the shotgun, that nigga flew back? Well, I feel like that shit might happen to this nigga.
So something that I think is always interesting about when you find like homeless camps and really bad drug issues, that it's very close to high wealth areas. So we got our whole Ray-Ban, we got designer fashion. In the midst of this is extreme poverty. We're meeting our contact at this train station. We'll see you guys then. Is this where it normally goes down? Is right here? It's busy.
This is like the nice part of the Tenderloin. Once you go in there, that's where it's really at. I mean, you walk down here right now.
There's so many police and federal agents.
Not only that, this is not like that. Like this, it's really, really dirty. So where I'm from is about 10, 15 minutes south. But yes, I've been here, Bay Area, Stockton all my life.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. Cool.
How you doing?
Okay.
How you doing?
This my brother.
How you doing, brother?
We waiting on my cousin right now. All this Apex shit got it real crowded. So he said he's like 5 blocks away, but he driving.
So is it not normally like this? I noticed there's like a million feds, a million police around here.
It's never like this. You pick like the
And this
exact
nigga still smoking, like you still can smoke in front of these niggas?
week where
You be a little funky in the Tenderloin?
Yeah, for sure. I said we used to be out here doing our thing probably about
Selling?
12, 15 years ago.
Okay.
But we was outside, but my cousin, he never left. So that's why when I seen your shit, I'm like, I know who to put Tommy G in contact with.
One thing I think that's a little funny is like when the Chinese leaders come to town, it's their fentanyl that's tearing up the town.
Right.
But when they come, they gotta clean it up. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think saying that shit
see
makes
some of the
no
fentanyl.
sense.
They should.
We should show Gigi taking a bag of fentanyl and be like, excuse me, sir, do you know where this came from?
For real. This is f***ing up our nation right now, man.
Are we
And
officially in the Tenderloin right now?
just across the street. Even right here, usually all you gonna see because nodding, leaning, everything. But they got the Secret Service.
Have you guys heard of ISO? It's like stronger than fentanyl.
Got some new shit now.
Nigga, they got some, wait. Nigga, I was about to say the same but they got some new shit. Nigga, what drug is stronger than fentanyl? If fentanyl is already killing a bunch of people, why are they making a drug that's stronger?
You guys heard of ISO? It's like stronger than fentanyl.
Got some new shit now? What the f?
If you could speak to
Nah. This shit is actually crazy, bro. What the government feeling like
directly
right now,
to the
bro?
great leader Xi Jinping, is there anything you would tell him?
Nigga, fentanyl not enough?
They whole culture is crazy. From what I heard, at least, ain't it communism?
Yeah. What do you think about communism?
Just being from America, I don't think it's right. I don't think one person should have that much power.
We are in the bar, which is the
Bay
subway
Area
or
Rapid
train system?
Transportation, Bay Area Rapid Transportation.
What do you notice that's different about today compared to normal?
We are literally at one of the grossest, nastiest bar stations that I ever know.
And it's clean today.
It's clean.
So what do you think it is that when foreigners come to town, when presidents from other countries come to town, we can clean it up? Or when regular old Americans are here, hey, we're just gonna make it a shithole.
I'm saying like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Y'all cleaning up for like other people. Why can't y'all like just keep it clean though?
What do you think about that?
I think it's backwards.
Like, is it really that hard to keep it clean?
We need to run. Tommy G, a fighter too. He gon'
Wrestler?
Wrestling, you just
You good at that shit?
pretty good, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, yeah.
He said,
We're
okay.
gonna look into the fentanyl, the trank, and all the drugs that are hitting the city right now and give you an inside look. Let's go boots on the ground.
Okay. But like, okay, but genuinely honest speaking though, like, is it really hard to keep the streets clean?
It'll be a lot
If they
more
already
of these
clean it
right
like this,
now.
if it, like all they gotta do is make it like a weekly thing to just go around the streets and like make sure, like, you know what I'm saying? Is it really that hard? Or like it just costs a lot of money and that's why they don't want to do it?
So is this a rich area here?
Yes, it is. That's the cool part about it.
These high rises, condos and shit, it's hella expensive to live in.
And in the midst of that is literally a bed sheet with like poop and shit on it.
Blood, you paying $4,500 a month.
Brush this, so
$4,500 a month just for an apartment?
What is it like running a shop, people stealing shit all the time, there's homeless guys pooping in front
That
of
nigga
the store?
definitely shot somebody before.
Years though, so everybody respects us.
The homeless pooping, that's like inevitable down here. You're gonna see that every 5 feet type shit.
Damn.
So what struggles you face as a business owner in San Francisco?
Over here be booming, bro. Ain't
Yeah.
gonna count,
Are you guys seeing the impact that fentanyl hit the
I ain't
streets?
gonna lie.
Hell.
Is that weird? Like I can low key feel like y'all know. Okay, y'all know how it feels when you outside and then you walk into like say like one of these markets or like one of these stores and like you feel the breeze of the inside of the store and it be real cold and you just like you feel that, right? Is it weird that I low key felt that? Like I low key just felt that, or like I imagine myself feeling that right now?
Oh yeah, it's the worst shit ever.
Yeah.
That shit worse than heroin, all that shit, man. That shit turned everything into zombies out here.
Yeah.
lady trying to trade some Ben & Jerry's ice cream for some fentanyl.
Trade the Ben & Jerry's ice cream.
Wait, she traded ice cream for
Did you think she
fentanyl?
boosted that ice cream?
I don't know where
Where is she? When Olympics come to town, when leaders come to town, we try and give a squeaky clean image to the world that everything's okay here, when really, it's not.
Very rare footage.
I ain't never seen this shit before.
Tell us about the area that we're in right now.
This is the Took Street.
What's it like here?
Like a lot of drugs, a lot of homeless people live down there. A lot of mental ill. I live here like almost 13 years.
Does it normally look like this?
No. Nighttime is bad. Because you got balls. The president is here today. That's why they clean everything.
This is a high crime area?
Yeah. 2 people got killed a month ago.
What happened?
It's the drugs. Each corner they sell like fentanyl.
If we wanted to buy fentanyl, how easy would it be to find around here?
It's easy. A lot of people are like Halloween every day. They dress up like a female guy with a dress. You see half people be all naked.
You see naked people around here?
Yeah.
Damn, mad naked niggas. Hey, just know, listen, homie. If I don't stream, if I don't upload YouTube videos for about a good, you know what I'm saying, month, don't ask why. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask why. It's for research purposes only.
Nice meeting you, bro.
What kind of an adventure are you taking us on, and what are we gonna see?
I'm just basically just gonna take you on a little quick extravaganza through the Tenderloin.
Okay.
Kind of sad, but you feel me? You feel
We're
me?
gonna see Fetty Wap.
A lot of Fetty Wap concerts sold out. I'm gonna give you the flip side
Fetty
to
Wap,
both.
wait,
feel me?
Fetty
There's
Wap.
people out here actually working to
Ain't that
actually
nigga in
save
jail?
lives and shit.
I mean, I see a lot of people cleaning. I see a lot. I know there's a lot of treatment centers here.
Yeah, we got resources trying to give people jobs. We usually walk around with Narcan, and fentanyl testers for the people that like to take pills and smoke weed and shit just so we test it. That shit is becoming a big monster.
Where a lot of stuff is becoming laced.
A lot of stuff is laced.
And if
Does this
something's
nigga
laced
have
with fentanyl, that
shag?
could be
Like
a very-
it's like the haircut, like the shag haircut, but braids. Like shag is basically like shag is like a mullet, but you don't have the hair on the top. Basically.
deadly mistake, right?
For sure.
You think you're gonna take a couple puffs of weed, it's gonna be a nice day, and all of a sudden,
Yeah, it's been going like that. Say like the past year or two after the pandemic.
So one thing to draw your attention to is the architecture in the area. So this is the anti-homeless architecture where they don't let people sit or sleep. What do you think about that?
That ain't stopping shit. Now they just putting up tents.
Homelessness is something that's
unless they get creative and put some you go find some like soft stuff, put it on top. You can lay on it like that.
Easier to get into than out of. I had a conversation with a professor from the University of Wisconsin that researched homelessness, and when it comes to breaking down why people become homeless, he said it's easiest to break it down like this. A third of the people are homeless due to drug addiction issues, a third are homeless due to mental illness, and a third are homeless because they were living paycheck to paycheck and one financial setback took them out. And really there's a lot of overlap between those three categories. But let's dive more into the financial aspect. Only 44% of Americans are equipped to handle an emergency expense of $1,000 or more. So whether it be a car repair, repair, or a hospital bill, that's enough for many people to miss rent and begin the downward spiral to homelessness. What's more is a lot of the people that are homeless were dealt a bad hand from the beginning. One study of women living in temporary shelters found that 78% of them reported being the victim of childhood abuse. That's staggering. When you consider the following
78
variables: a nationwide trend of rent and cost of living going up, inflation lowering purchase power, easy access to highly addictive drugs, in particular the fentanyl that's flooding across our southern border, high rates of mental illness, an all-time high of household debt, and relatively low amounts of savings. These conditions make for the perfect storm of homelessness.
Cause like I saw like drug abuse and drinking abuse. I saw that like for the first hands on. I'm not saying it's like, you know, my mom or dad, but I'm saying that's like my uncles and stuff like that. And I saw like how that affected like their mentality and how like they like I know it wasn't them, because like my grandpa, he's like, you know what I'm saying, he's warm-hearted, you know what I'm saying, he'll greet you nice and and so one day when he just sparked on us, or like his mood just switched instantly or anything like that, like in my head I didn't know why, but now I realized like, okay, it was just some drugs, or like he was probably drinking or something like that, and like it wasn't him, but it was him, if you get what I'm saying.
It feels messed up though that you even have to design a city like that.
Right.
Part of me understands if I was a business owner, I don't want a bunch of homeless people in front of my business. But when you look at just a person that wants a place to sit,
right,
it's tough. There's a yin and yang to this problem.
If that wasn't right there,
that's human shit.
Yeah, that's human.
That's one of the things this place is famous for. You haven't found the first human shit. People talk about the tenderloin. I'm from Milwaukee. I haven't seen anything like it before.
You know, the tenderloin is supposed to be like when you cut meat. They say the tenderloin is like the most precious part of a meat, right? Okay. When you're doing like the little Jewish cut thing or whatever. So this is like really the prime financial area. You know, you got the financial district down the street. There's money out here, really, is what it is. You get deep into the tenderloin, it's like with all this money out here, it ain't changing the poverty out here. It ain't no in-betweens out here. Ain't no middle class. You either living dirt poor, or you living up, or you getting it up. It's pimping, hoeing, dope, dealing, killing. Out here, you know what I'm saying? Police don't give a f. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell. It seems like things are pretty out in the open. Like you don't.
So literally, if you on this street right here, you can smoke a fentanyl, and a police officer could look at you and just walk away and don't care.
Really worry about it.
They don't give a f.
Many people have been complaining that San Francisco is too soft on crime. So let's examine the policies that are in place in the city. Chesa Boudin, who served as DA from 2019 to 2022, ran on a progressive platform of decarceration and justice reform. One of the first policies he implemented as DA was the elimination of cash bail for certain offenders not deemed to be a public safety risk. Progressives argue that cash bail creates a two-tiered justice system. If you don't have money for bail, you will be stuck sitting in a cell while a wealthier person is able to walk free. Furthermore, the issue is compounded as impoverished people are forced to work with public defenders who are underpaid.
I mean, isn't that not how it works all around? Isn't that not how it works for every state though? Like, nigga, if you got bail, you can pay for it, but if you don't got the money to pay for bail, nigga, you just gonna, like, or somebody don't want to pay for bail for you. Wait, no, he's saying if you, like, somebody else can't pay your bail? Is that what he mean? Like, somebody else, like, if you can pay your bail out of your own money, then you can walk out, but if you can't and you're cooks, oh, shit.
And overworked. Conservatives push back against this because they believe this creates a revolving door system that the criminals are aware of. Not only do the criminals have no fear of consequence, but this also results in a demoralized police force that doesn't want to do their job if they know it won't have an impact. Let me know in the comments which ideology you'd prefer to have in charge in your city.
The only thing is, you see kids coming, respect kids. You see women and older people, respect them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, see somebody grandma coming, hey, put that shit away.
The Chinese leaders in town right now, and you know where all the fentanyl comes from?
China.
So what do you think about that?
It's all part of the government plan. They put Coke and Coca-Cola at one time. I mean, it's all population control. It's all part of the life that want to keep control. If they don't keep control of people, then one day they feel that they'll be overpopulated like China.
So you think the government is letting it in to try and take people out?
I think that the government is having no choice because China has the most power and has the most money when it comes to influencing other countries. I mean, we're America. We're a country that's supposed to be the land of the brave, but in reality, I mean, we're the land of the brave or the slaves. So I can't tell you the truth, man. China is a place that they've been dealing with America. They know how to infiltrate and they know how to do things. So I think that we got an enemy that we just finally got to meet our match. You know what I'm saying?
How much money do I need if I want to buy a hit of Fetty? How much money do I need?
Shit, I mean, I can't tell you all that. You better ask somebody that fell it. If you look around the ground, you might find a sack, man. All I can say is, if you don't know what it is, you better ask somebody.
OG!
You feel me?
What you OG?
How I come up down here from Oakland, I'm out here saving lives on this fentanyl shit and shit too. You feel me?
Okay.
And over 620 people they got record is dying from that stuff.
I'm gonna give you some facts about that shit.
But like within a year or like within a day, within a week, like come on, OG, I need some more knowledge.
My uncle, y'all, he gonna tell y'all a little bit more about what's going on.
What is it like sweeping through the streets right now?
It's not too good right now because, like I said, it's over. What they got record is over 620 people dying from fentanyl.
Okay.
What you have to do? They need to have more education for them. A long time ago, they used to have programs like CEDAR, which was a training program.
Okay.
Fentanyl is the problem of it, but what's the underneath of all the fentanyl? When I'm talking about the mental health, the homelessness. But you got the people like the mayor making skating rings. I mean, it's okay for them to skate, have a safe place to go to skate, but you build that thing costs $2 million, and you ain't got no place for these homeless and sick people to go. And this is a lifesaver. But some of them get mad when you finish this to them because they get high and they get away from all their problems, right? And that's another reason they get high, they get away from their problems.
Oh, there's more poop right here.
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga OG spit facts.
Poop number 2, and that was only a half a block away from poop number 1.
But you're gonna see a lot more of that. That's okay, that can be addressed easily. That's nothing.
Okay.
Compared to other problems, that ain't shit. Like,
Okay.
That's shit, but it
I see what you're saying. When
I
did
like
fentanyl
OG.
hit the city?
During the fucking pandemic.
What can you tell us about the Tenderloin, man?
Shit, it is what it is, you know what I mean? I'm ready to get our money, eat, you know what I mean?
What advice do you have to someone battling addiction?
Shit, just stay strong, try to stay grounded, and put your trust in God, you feel me?
Are there resources for people out
Okay,
here
put your
that are
trust in
looking to
God.
get help?
Yeah, there's resources, you know? You gotta want it though, you gotta want it. You feel me? If you don't want it, then you ain't gonna get it.
All right, well, have a good day, okay?
You too, God bless.
God bless you, my brother.
The people that are leaning over, what is that about?
Pretty much people are high on fentanyl all day.
There's something about it that makes your back.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I watch your steps and species some shit around.
Yeah, niggas almost stepped
When you
this
see that
shit.
whole look and everything, we pretty much know what's going on, especially when somebody's standing up sleep.
Look, we interrupt this broadcast. That just, it's kind of unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah. Y'all don't have one of these in Milwaukee?
We don't have human shit everywhere.
Oh.
We have our issues in Milwaukee, but not human shit.
This is, well, I think this is a welcome center. Like they might give Narcan and all of this. This is some resource shit that we might want to get on there, bro.
Next, we talked to a guy from
Okay.
St. Anthony's. St. Anthony's is a nonprofit that hires a lot of ex-cons to do social work in the area. And I think this is a great idea because if you want someone to navigate the streets properly, you should probably find guys that know the streets and have been in the streets themselves.
Okay, I like
Tell
that
me
Tommy
what
G.
you do here and where we are.
Jones and Golden Gate, and I work right here at St. Anthony's. I work with the homeless. We give them showers, we wash their clothes, we give them food.
Yo, you know who this nigga reminds me of, low key, bro? Just by looking at this nigga. Yo, who's that nigga from Aladdin, bro? Like, damn, what was that nigga with the bird from Aladdin, bro? Damn. Hold on. Nigga from Aladdin. Oh, spelt it wrong. With the bird. Like the one that told homie to go, like the one that told homie to go down and bro, I forgot his name. I know what he looks like, but I forgot the nigga's name. Let me go images, bro. Hold on, bro. Let me cook. This nigga, bro. This nigga right here. This nigga right here. I ain't gonna lie, you can't tell me the nigga kind of dope. Like, bro, you can't tell me there's like no match right there, bro. Like, if you sit here and tell me there's no match, bro, you blatantly lying to me, nigga. You blatantly lying to me.
And we help them, like, basically get off the streets.
Sounds like you got your work cut out for you. There's a lot of people here that need help. What is it like and what do you see day to day?
Day to day, I see people overdosing, we bringing them back. It's crazy.
Have you had to use Narcan on someone?
No.
How do you bring them back if they're overdosing?
Put the Narcan up their nose, and then you hit it with the pump 2 times, and then it brings them back.
I guess where
So
do
what
you
does
see this
Narcan
going?
do?
Is it getting better? Is it getting worse?
It's getting a little better.
Like, is Narcan like the same things like the smelling salt?
It's getting a little better.
It'd be people that's relatively
To like
been in
make
the
you like
streets,
get back up.
relatively may have been in jail, or relatively used to use.
Cause I know people use smell it. Like if you get unconscious or like say like you get knocked out, nigga. Boom, niggas like say not like in rings or like professional sport, of course you know that word. But say if you get knocked out somewhere, niggas can use smelling salt and they can like that can wake you up.
Use drugs. You feel me? That get these jobs. and it's a help. It's a help to our streets. So maybe they need to keep them grants.
In your opinion, what makes or breaks someone's success in becoming sober or getting off the streets?
Should put the effort to it and giving them help.
With a lot of these folks that you're working with, do you think childhood trauma or mental illness is a big part of their journey?
Yeah.
What is it that's tearing up the city right now?
Nah, you got some
more
weird
than
ass
fentanyl, or
viewers.
is it primarily fentanyl?
Ooh, I'm gonna say fentanyl. Killing people. All my friends, everything. Relatives, they all dying off of it. Dying, left to right.
So if you had a message to America.
That's sad, bro. Like, nigga has mad relatives just dying off fentanyl, and he's doing what he can to, like, try to help everybody, bro.
America, about this crisis, what would it be?
Leave it alone.
But I'm still stuck on there's a drug stronger than fentanyl. Like, who the fuck is making these drugs?
Leave it alone?
Leave it alone.
Damn, bent off that fentanyl. Oh my gosh.
Current day that
So, nigga, fentanyl
is
really be
huge
making
in the
niggas have
city.
that shit too.
When did it start hitting the city, and when did you first hear about it?
I guess maybe 3 years ago, and I don't use fentanyl anymore. I used it for a short period, and then I got injured. I went to the hospital. They put me on methadone, and that's the end of the story with fentanyl use.
What's your drug of choice now that you're trying to escape?
I guess meth.
Meth? Okay. And for someone that lives around this area, how easy is that to find and buy?
It's on every corner.
Every corner? I would imagine
Nigga, meth
you're
is still being sold on every corner. My friend said he wants to do perks when he's older because even when he gets rich, it won't cure his sadness. Damn.
Shoes that makes it very
You gotta be their feet. You gotta cure his sadness. You know what I'm saying? Tell that man, you know what I'm saying, get right with God. You know what I'm saying? Find Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Word. That's what's really gonna cure your sadness right there.
very hard to get away from it.
You can, yeah.
Is there anything the city could be doing better to help someone in your shoes?
Gotta educate people.
What's the first hit of meth? Was it love at first sight?
I think it might have been, yeah.
Love at first
that's
sight.
because you're trying to fill a hole. You're trying to fill some kind of an emptiness.
What's your plan forward, or what's your next move?
Well, my goal right now is
Nigga, my posture is good. You niggas see my face this whole time.
get housing, legal housing, not a squad or.
If there's youth watching this that are wondering if they should experiment with drugs,
As young people, you're not missing anything. You don't need to do drugs to feel like you're gonna be a part of something.
Okay.
It's not necessary. Just have a
Exactly,
good
bro.
life, drug-free, and stay healthy.
Thank you. W Wise
Number
man.
one team there is, Warriors.
I was not expecting that voice, bro.
what do we got here?
Number one team there is, Warriors.
So, what percentage of people out here
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga low-key sound like a cartoon character, but I don't know which character though.
use and boost to supplement their use?
So, first and foremost, you have to have
Oh, that's his natural voice? I thought this nigga was playing a character. Oh my god.
others from around the world sit down and have a real debate. Because in 100 years, the human race is going to be doing cocaine. Have you
Okay.
ever done cocaine?
Not yet.
Now,
Not yet.
when you look at your trash cans and now you see excess of trash, well, how do you stop inflation? When you start talking to your neighbor and realistic that in 100 years, human race will be doing cocaine, will be doing
Yeah, what is this nigga on about?
opium, will be doing fentanyl, then that person is going to boost. So the more you boost, the more you hurt your neighbor. So now you don't know your neighbor that well. So now
I'm getting what he's saying.
There's conflict because no, I don't want my niece growing up and using drugs.
So we come full circle, or if you talk to your neighbor more,
Then you zone better because
I hear
now,
you.
so now it's not decriminalizing it, it's legalizing it. Why? Because we're letting the underworld win at night. When you're honest with
I ain't gonna lie,
yourself,
this
and say,
nigga voice is really getting to me, bro.
you know what? My mother says, you know what? I'm talking with the other mother from another continent. My
Okay.
son does that too. But now when you accept it, and instead of denying that person, now
I
you
think-
zone better. So now at 3 o'clock in the morning,
I think you speak in a smart and poetic way, but we do have an appointment we have to walk to. So I wish you the best. Okay? All right, man. Take care.
you keep it illegal.
I hear you. When you see cities like Los Angeles,
That nigga was spitting that talk. But I ain't gonna lie, the nigga was, okay, I get what he was trying to say, or like, you know what I'm saying, what he was saying, but he was confusing me along the way. I was getting confused in some spots because, nigga, sometimes my brain, I was mainly focused on this nigga's voice. You know what I'm saying? I was like, here, like, at the end of the day, I get what he's trying to say though.
San Francisco, New York, with crime and all the bad things that are happening there, it's easy to point at
This
them
guy
as a
also
punching bag for
Oxycontin
bad
right now.
progressive policies. And while I do agree some of those progressive policies are counterproductive, I do think it's important to highlight that in rural areas across the country, you look at Kentucky, Mississippi, West Virginia, these are Republican-dominated places, and they have a lot of the same problems that the progressive cities do too, just in rural pockets. High rates of drug addiction, high rates of welfare, high rates of unemployment. So if we are going to advance as a country, I think we need to compare notes and work together as a team to say what solutions are truly going to benefit each area and what can make a city a good, safe, and employable place to live no matter where it is in the country.
Okay. I like that thinking.
And right behind us, someone is lighting a pipe or something. It is so open and blatant here.
I was out here on the streets from here, San Jose to Stockton, and I used to be one of these guys out here selling drugs, doing drugs. Yeah. So I was a part of this lifestyle for almost 20 years. I went in and out of prison for 5 times. I couldn't stay out of
Good posture is having shoulders up and body up.
the street for more than 90 days. I would get out of prison within 2-3 months, right back in 5 times.
Is there a story from that time period that can give us an insight into what your life was like?
Because I ain't gonna lie, my back is low-key kind of hurting, so I'll try. My fault, homie. All right, let's go.
I grew up around drugs and gangs all my life. So when I was a little kid, I already knew I was going to end up in prison. For me, I was able to get out of it through a lot of pain, and I finally made a choice in prison to finally get out of it. And now I'm out almost 5 years clean.
Congratulations, brother.
Yo, I feel mad uncomfortable with my shoulders back and like, you know what I'm saying, chest up.
Welcome to San Francisco, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Our area right here in Soma and the Tenderloin really has not changed too much at all. As you can see, we have a lot of children in this area that got to walk through this. This area of San Francisco with these buildings and complexes actually have the highest concentration of children in all of San Francisco. So it's just really frustrating to see that our area is being affected by the drugs and the homelessness the most. A lot of the businesses out here have been shut down. Everything in this radius, honestly, has been shut down. You see a lot of these black bags that these individuals are carrying around. Those black undiscreet bags come from this place called the Harm Reduction, the Needle Exchange down on 6th Street. I'll show you guys. They give out a lot of utensils and paraphernalia to
Wait, so they give out utensils that they need to do the drugs? Is that what you're trying to say?
drug addicts that are struggling. It doesn't really help them. It's actually enabling them and keeping them in this cycle of using.
Let's talk about the business of harm reduction. In 2023, over 800 people died from overdose in San Francisco, 80% of which involve fentanyl. One of the ways that people try and reduce this is harm reduction. Harm reduction is the providing of paraphernalia such as pipes, needles, and foil to addicts for the safer consumption of the drugs. Many people argue that
for safer consumption, not just, you know what I'm saying, how about you don't do drugs? But you know what? To stop people dying, let's make the drugs safer to use. Let's make not even safer to use. I said it right.
while you are working on the larger issue of getting people out of addiction, you might as well work in the meantime on the task of giving them clean tools to prevent long-term negative effects such as HIV, hepatitis, and other diseases from being spread.
Insane,
Millions of dollars flow into San Francisco every year to help towards harm reduction. This spending allows the distribution of over 240,000 needles.
Niggas said millions of dollars get sent to this home. So millions of dollars is getting sent to help niggas use the drug better instead of stop using the drug at all.
Every month to drug addicts in San Francisco.
Just stop using drugs altogether? Exactly, bro.
Or about 1 needle for every 3 residents in the city. The position of harm reduction is a controversial one. San Francisco Mayor London Breed was a longtime supporter of harm reduction, helping to launch the Safe Injection Task Force program in 2017. However, in February of this year, she reversed her position, saying that harm reduction was not reducing the harm, it was actually just making things far worse.
Oh, no, shit. No, duh. If you, nigga, you're putting millions and millions of dollars. Okay, fentanyl kills people. You're saying fentanyl is killing people because of the way they're taking the fentanyl. So instead of taking the fentanyl off the street, you're gonna make it a way for these niggas to have a different way of injecting fentanyl in their system. They're not popping perks, but they're gonna crush the fentanyl and like put it or like inject it into themselves. And you think that's gonna make a difference? Because the way they're taking it is going to make a difference. That's like me saying, that's like me saying, yo, you know what? I'm gonna take small bites of this burger instead of big bites. I'm gonna change the way I eat this burger. You know what I'm saying? And maybe things will be different. Nigga, you still gonna consume the same amount of burger. Like, the fuck?
Experts criticize this statement, saying that this was just a political move for the upcoming election,
Huh?
not a
Yo,
statement
Bleak, what's good
based
to
in
my boy?
facts. But needless to say, drug addiction and
$81 from
homelessness
2
are
days
at the
of
top
work.
of mind for San
W
Francisco
me.
people as they head
I
to the
respect
polls.
that, Blink. I love you.
Honestly, what I've seen
Kabama
is
last
a
week,
lot
300
more
for 2
younger,
weeks of work.
able-bodied
And I got 15
individuals
free
that are
bowling
down
wings
here
and
on the
fries.
streets.
Okay,
I
boy.
mean, these individuals could be working. They could
That shit low-key make me want to go get some boneless wings.
be doing something, but they are being pacified by the government with $800 a month from general assistance, the ability to steal anything they want from the stores with no repercussions, and the open air drug market, which makes it ridiculous. You know, I was a criminal. I sold drugs, I used drugs. I'm what the courts call a career criminal. I've changed my life around, but I have been caught several times for selling cocaine and gun possession and different things of that nature. With no consequences, there's no incentive to get right and change your life. It's a beautiful thing when you can change your life around until you really get sober. And now, I don't believe, don't get me wrong, I don't believe in mass incarceration. I don't think people should have to go to prison to get clean off drugs. However, a 90-day detox is not too much to ask. If you're trying to get sober yourself, do not come to San Francisco. Listen to me, do not come to San Francisco if you're
I ain't lie, that is smart shit. I'm sorry, like that's the most like, I ain't lie, you don't even need a nigga to tell you that to like, nigga, if you're trying to get sober, why are you going to a place that's like the #1 drug capital, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really don't even need somebody to tell you that.
Trying to get sober.
Like, oh, that's like a nigga, yo, you know what? I need to get away from all these murders and gangs. You know what? A good place, let me go to Haiti. Let me go to Jamaica. No disrespect to Jamaica, but you know what I'm saying? If you know Jamaica and Haiti is the #1 capital for drugs and murders and all that shit, like, come on, bro.
These programs are riddled with too many obstacles for you. It's gonna be really a struggle to stay clean. When the federal judge told me I shouldn't come back to San Francisco, when my federal PO told me I shouldn't come back to San Francisco, when the drug counselors told me I shouldn't come back to San Francisco, I didn't really understand why they were saying that, but now I do see why. You gotta have a lot of tenacity to hold on to your sobriety in this area.
Hey, fellas, is there a harm reduction site up here?
They give the needles and the tinfoil right on 6th Street, right?
I never been to that one.
Okay, where do you go?
I go to 10th Street, but they give you like needles.
But like that tin foil?
They give you foil, pipes, and needles.
I guess the argument is giving them clean pipes and
Well, how do
clean
they pay for
needles
it, though?
reduces the spread of diseases.
This comes from the Harm Reduction Center. This type of stuff is littered all over our city.
What is that?
These are individual cotton balls that they roll up for the addicts so they can draw the drugs up through it and filter it.
And the argument that it stops the spread of disease from dirty needles and all of that, that's what their justification is?
So they even showing these niggas how to like get the drug out too.
That is what their justification is. The Harm Reduction Center got started a long time ago. It was called the Needle Exchange. You give one dirty needle and you get one clean needle in exchange. The only thing logical about it is that they're getting funding. So the more stuff that they give away, the more they can ask for in their annual budget, right? Now that they're giving away all these materials, they can boast those numbers and inflate those numbers and say, hey, we gave away, I don't know, 3 million clean needles. But really what you did is you just gave a bunch of box of needles to individuals and then they ended up in the dumpster or wherever.
When people like
True.
Richie hear
It's like it's just recycled.
that their tax money is going towards drug addicts receiving free needles and pipes, it's easy to see why they're getting mad. We are living in a time when many Americans feel like they are barely able to make ends meet, but the taxes keep getting higher and the politicians we have locally and nationally have no accountability with our money. For example, it appears we don't have money to support our troops at home, but we do have money to send overseas to help other countries bomb men.
Hell yeah, this nigga Biden sent 8 billion. Or like, was it more? It wasn't millions, nigga. Trust me. I know, nigga. I read what I saw, nigga. That money said billion. I don't know if it was 8, but I know that nigga sent some billions, nigga.
Women and children to fuel wars we didn't want to be involved in the first place, and these decisions are being made by representatives that oftentimes have a financial interest in the war and are vested in stocks like Raytheon and Lockheed Martin. Homelessness, another example. It seems we don't have the money to solve this issue,
Double
but we
Star
do
Wars
have the money to
backpack.
house illegal immigrants, give them hotel rooms, phones, groceries, and more. I guess the question that comes to mind is, why does it seem like non-Americans are being prioritized when it comes to spending American tax dollars? But how do we change this? If we don't pay our taxes, we go to jail. But if our politicians that are clearly insider trading and pretending to be public servants, if they can't account for the spending of our money, or if they go massively over budget, it's all good. They get to keep their job and keep their stock portfolio that is outperforming hedge funds. So this is a bit of a rant, but all this to say, even if the nonprofits are having good intentions, we are living in a time when people are particularly sensitive to how their tax money is spent.
But this is it right here, the Harm Reduction Center. You see, it was going to be closed November 14th to 17th. Well, you guys just missed it.
I'm 40 years old, from San Francisco, born and raised in 83 and shit.
Okay.
Struggling right now with addiction or what?
Struggling with a lot of things. I got a lot of shit on my plate.
Okay.
And, you know, we can all handle this together and shit.
So when you go into this harm reduction site, do they give you help or do they just give you needles?
Well, they got a lot of shit here. They got needles.
Let me see those. What are those, the easy touch ones?
They got needles. They got pipes and shit. They got, you know,
I
wipes
want to
and shit.
see.
Next, we meet Mr. Gao, a San Francisco restaurateur who has experienced a slew
God damn
of
it, Tommy
break-ins
G.
and frequent vandalism to his restaurant. Unfortunately, this is something he's come to look at as just a cost of doing business in San Francisco.
Your parents came here from Vietnam. You were born in the Tenderloin, spent your first 8 years there, and then...
No, so I came here when I was 13.
13?
Okay. Yeah.
So from 13 and then 8 years on, you lived in the Tenderloin.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I thought it was just okay because I didn't know anything better, right?
Okay.
You know, so that's all I know. I didn't know anything about that.
Damn, this nigga restaurant look fancy as hell.
Outside, you know, the
But it look like he served pizza though.
outside work. I know the Tenderloin.
I mean, not he look like. I mean, the restaurant look like it serves pizza. The restaurant look like it serves pizza.
Go after school program up in the Tenderloin at the Clyde Memorial. There's a building.
But looking right here, okay, I'm sorry, bro. I should be focused on the video. I'm sorry, bro. I'm looking at the doors and this shit's reminding me of Monster Inc., nigga. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Elder Street. That's where all homeless people are. So you have friends in Tenderloin. You just do a lot of things in Tenderloin, and you feel safe. You feel comfortable, but you go nowhere. So when I could be able to get out, I'm out.
How has you as a business owner been affected by the theft, the vandalism, the drugs in San Francisco?
We get like graffiti all the time when we're building the place, and then we get homeless people, and then we get people breaking in, right? It's
Someone just broke your window the other day?
When something happened like this, I have no feeling. Like I feel like it's just normal to me right now. It's like somebody just breaking in, and we learn how to not put any money in a cashier, you know, like stuff like that. We just get used to it. Like become such an inconvenient thing for me, but it's happened that you expect to.
Bro, to say like nigga getting robbed is like a normal thing, bro, that is kind of crazy.
Are you frustrated with how people are not held accountable? Because it seems like people can just get away with this and nothing happens to them.
That's what San Francisco is about, right? It's public safety. We don't have the public safety right now, right? I mean, you come in, you do graffiti, they're just hanging out.
This
right?
is graffiti?
Yeah, this is so little. I mean, they would do the whole building, right? There's nothing we can do. We actually record them. We record them breaking in. But what can I do? You know, there's nothing we can do. Literally, there's...
I mean, is he okay? But he's breaking in on your property, so can't you technically not like, say if you was to shoot and kill the nigga that was breaking into your property, can you not like, you can't go to jail for that, right?
Nothing we can do.
Did that frustrate you?
Of course it's frustrating, man.
Do you expect more out of your city, out of your politicians, out of your law enforcement?
Oh yeah, of course.
Be someone that builds something, not destroys it. It's very easy to destroy things. You just kick things, you hit it with a hammer. Anyone can do that. A monkey could do that. But not anyone can build something. So be the person that builds something. There's a lot going on here. Man. I think we gotta have empathy for what individuals are going through, but also you have to make rules of a society that make sense. And to me, a lot of what's going on in San Francisco just doesn't make sense.
Let's bring back some tough love, man, some abstinence-based treatment, and get people to be held accountable for their actions. That's all we asking.
And if everybody got a little compassion, like you said, empathy in their heart, I mean, you ain't gotta know somebody. You see them laying on the ground, might look like they overdosed or something. Give them a shake. I don't know, see if they're awake. If not, call for help. It's just little things, man.
Y'all niggas out here acting like, you know, say if you try to help a homeless nigga, that nigga finna come up and bite you or give you a bump on your lip, nigga. Nah, word to, dude. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Imagine getting a bump like a homeless man just like flicks your lip. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Thank God for Narcan.
W video, Tommy G. But I really think about, or like a nigga bite you. Oh my gosh. Yo, if you think there was a zombie apocalypse, you think it will start with like the homeless people first? Damn.